Good morning, Lisa Jane here. Rekindling the candle that's in your heart. I've been sharing a little bit about, as women, how we can take back our power, stand in our truest self, walk our most empowered path. And today I'd like to talk about some of the things that we can do to begin to expand the awareness of that path in our lives. I want to talk about the emotion that we feel, because we've actually been taught to shut down our hearts in a way. We have a feeling, an emotion, we go into our head to analyze it, to figure out how we can get through it, how we can fix it, because we're very capable of fixing things as women. And sometimes that's actually this key frustration. I know for me, at least it was. I could fix anything. I could make anything happen. And when I couldn't, that gap niggled and niggled and niggled at me. I understand what that gap is now. The gap is the distance between where I am right now and my truest path, my most empowered state, the most authentic me. The distance between where I am in this moment and being in that most empowered state within me, that distance is the feeling of the gap that I feel. And I know you feel it. Maybe you feel it and ignore it, or maybe you feel it and you project it onto things outside of yourself, like, I don't have enough money, I don't have a good enough house, my relationship is not good enough, there's something wrong with my kids, I need more clothes, because we do tend to do that. Like, I know I have done that in the past. Always it's about making things better on the outside. But when I understand how to stand in my truest state on the inside, the gap disappears. And everything sort of naturally comes into some sort of alignment. It's actually quite effortless. Our job, though, is to see what stops us from standing in our truest self. And that's emotion. Has a lot to do with emotion and our feeling world. So I'm going to invite you to start this journey, and really it's not a journey. It's really only ever about moving further away from your truth or closer to standing in it. And if you feel that in you and you'd like to stand more in your truth right now, I'm inviting you to pay attention to your feelings. Your emotions are not something that's there to divert you from happiness or joy or contentment or feeling fulfilled. Your emotions are the very key to standing in your power. They will tell you exactly what you need to do. Whatever you feel, that's the way through. Focus on that. It's not about the event. It's not even about using the event as an opportunity to grow. It's got nothing whatsoever to do with the event and everything to do with the way you feel about the event. That's where the key is. What is it you're feeling? Have a look at that. Really have a look at it, because sometimes our first investigation doesn't quite hit the nail on the head. There'll be something else in it. I'm going to start giving some examples on videos, because I think that's the best way for us to start to learn more about how to access our most empowered state through our emotion. What I would be so grateful is if you could email me and let me know what your challenges are. What is it that you're facing right now? Because I can use that as the topic of my next video. I'll play out the scenario, like a created scenario based on your challenge, and I'll talk about it. Because I think that's how we can all learn. I learn from your experiences as much as what you learn from mine. And so we all grow together. And that's wonderful and incredibly fulfilling. So please let me know your challenges. You can message me on any social media channel or send me that email. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. Sending you love.